2K Sports brings you the NBA on a Friday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Fame. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. There is
indeed something special, David. Thanks. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Bull. And it's Jokic in its center. And for the Mavericks, we've got Josh Richardson. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Doncic dishes to Cauley-Stein. Doncic against Murray. Got a hand on it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Murray kicks to Barton. Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Jokic with the steal. Doncic with the steal. It's Richardson on the wing. Jokic defending. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Back to Richardson. The tray. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game. And boy, it is on display right now.
Now the pass to Jokic. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. It's Barton on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic passes to Bull. Good on the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. The shot comes out. Good defense by Jokic.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Inside. And Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Doncic against Barton.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And that one's good, Jokic.
A nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
Murray against Doncic. For Murray. And that one's good, Doncic.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Fast break, Dallas. Doncic leading the charge. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with a nice finish.
Murray against Doncic. Murray, the pass to Bull. The kick out to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Murray. That one drops for him.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Porzingis passes to Cauley-Stein. Back to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, Luka Doncic makes it look easy. What a pretty jumper.
Doncic against Murray. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. To the left wing. Pass to Finney-Smith. And here is Doncic. Pass to Cauley Stein. Over Bull. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And here they go. Gordon, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
So at the end of 1 quarter to play, still a close game. Mavericks lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Paul Millsap. He's out there with JaVale McGee. Bill Barton is out there with Green. Brunson with it. Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Millsap. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Outside Hardaway. Back to Redick. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
11 feet away. Picked his pocket. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. Gordon's checked in for Denver. McGee banked in off the glass. McGee's got his second basket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's the pass to Redick. Lets a floater go. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
The feed to Gordon. And they're running. Pulls up for 3. Rebound by JaVale McGee. The Nuggets trail by 3.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Porzingis finds Cauley Stein.
That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1. Here's the dish to Richardson. Back to Doncic. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
From the moment this guy stepped into the league, Luka Doncic has been aggressive and assertive. He just attacks defenders.
Kicks to Green. Pass to McGee. Clock at 4. That's tipped, but they'll get another chance. And it's Green missing. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
He dishes it to Gordon. Back to Green. Takes the 3. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Porzingis. McGee with the block. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And contact on the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks. And that'll do it for...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Cauley-Stein. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Doncic. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
It's Barton with the drive. Here's Jokic. He can't get it to go. And it's Dallas the other way. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Right side, Porzingis. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Doncic finds Richardson. But they recover it to the paint. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Bull, that's good.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Doncic looking it over. Right wing. Porzingis inside. Jokic defending. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Porter, no luck. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. For Porzingis, Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail. Murray outside. A miss that time would have put him up. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Out to Doncic. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And Denver also making a switch. Gordon's checked in for Will Barton. Bull can't hit.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Brunson up top, guarded by Porter. Marjanovic passes to Redick. Hardaway goes in. Misses the layup. Denver shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Ogden, I mean, I could go on, and you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers, and, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Brunson kicks to Redick. Over Clark. Dallas no good that time either. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Down low, here's Redick. Pass to Marjanovic. Can they get it? And Marjanovic with the slam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. The pass to McGee. 20 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Clark, and he gets it to go. Clark's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Marjanovic, and Marjanovic with the slam.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a ball game here. Nuggets lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Paul Millsap out there at Bull. And it's Clark in at the 2-guard spot. Denver with the ball. Denver in the lead. To the paint. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Powell in the high post. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Misses off the left iron.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. And he can't get the first one. That one is no good. On the Mavericks with some changes, Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleber, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. To the middle. Dozier passes to Bull. And that one, good. Bull's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Pass to Bull. He feeds it to Millsap. 5 to shoot. Here's Dozier, guarded by Powell. Doesn't go that time. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Passes it to Redick. Doncic against Murray. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Listen, we all know Luka Doncic can score, but equally impressive to me is his playmaking ability.
Murray against Doncic. Jokic with the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Mavericks trail by 3. Now, here's Doncic. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
Luka Doncic.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. Here's Doncic, and it's blocked by Gordon.
How about the timing of Aaron Gordon? This guy has got the ability to rise up and send it back.
And he goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Gordon kicks to Porter. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And this, to me, is where Aaron Gordon can excel. This guy embraces contact on the way up.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
1:51 left in the fourth. Here's Doncic. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Murray finds Jokic. On the wing, Porter. Doncic against Murray. Count it.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Here's Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
Murray against Doncic. Murray outside. He kicks it to Porter. Clock at 6. Here's Jokic. The shot misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's CLA Stein. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And CLA Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Barton is checked in.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
And stolen by CLA Stein. It's 2-on-1. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver calls timeout. They're up by 3. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Bull.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Here's CLA Stein. Count it!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Murray against Doncic. Murray, the pass to Barton. Ooh, off wide.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead. Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Porter with the steal. And so they foul intentionally. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Dallas calls timeout. What do you think, guys?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. So it's the Nuggets taking the double.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The beaches of Santa Monica. We are...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Murray in at the point. And for Los Angeles, Batuma's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And there's Jackson. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. They get it back.
A big you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. That one goes in.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Now Murray. Porter in the corner. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
George looking around. George double teamed. Jackson has the open look. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Murray. The pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside for Jackson. Back to George. On the wing, but two. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Buries the long-range jumper. Porter's got 5 points so far.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Outside for Jackson. Looking for George. He gets it there. Outside Leonard. And it's George finishing it off.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Murray against Jackson.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Batum dishes to George. For Murray. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there. Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Inside, right side, Gordon. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Morris. Rondo with the ball. Now Green defending. Morris kicks to George. Open jump shot off the mark.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Now here's Patterson. Pass to George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 6.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here is Murray. Over to the left wing. Paul George with the steal. Rondo with the ball. Now Green defending. On the wing, Morris. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And the one thing about Moore, it doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And a switcher also for Denver. McGee's checked in. Murray with it. Unloads from 13. That one a little long. Clippers leading by 5. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Another shot. Stolen by McGee. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And that one's good. Millsap.
A rugged finish from Millsap, undeterred by the defense.
To the left side wing. Man passes to Rondo. Wide open look here for Murray, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
So on the floor for Denver, JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. Fires the 3. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets trail by 3. And Murray. Here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Here's Rondo. Pass to Oturu. McGee with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Now here is Morris. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Kennard's shot is off. They've been hanging in there.
And a chance here to jump on top.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Denver also making some changes. Jokic has checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Gordon. And it's Will Barton in for Murray. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And that's an intentional foul. Porter against Leonard.
An active player who just takes pride in his defense. Porter is solid at contesting shots with that reach.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Now, here is Morris. Those three-pointers off the mark. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Porter's running, and Barton throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
He gets that one. And the Clippers lead by one.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time. Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Now here's Barton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. Here's McGee. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Passes to McGee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Smitty, the change for McGee is pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Now here's Jackson. Outside, Batum. Jackson with it. Now Green defending. Batum wide open. He fired. On the 3 off target. The Nuggets trail. Green in the post. Guarded by Jackson. And Green with the basket on the assist by Porter.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
The 3 from George. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 9. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here is McGee. The pass to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
George against Barton. Nuggets have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Jokic kicks to McGee. And a wide open look for Porter. Off target from three-point range. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. No good with the layup. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now, here's Jokic. No good that time. Here's the break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
As crafty as he is explosive, Kawhi Leonard gets the defender where he wants him. Gets to the line.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
Nice open look, but it's no good.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
For Denver, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Both teams deciding to change it up, so he gets them both. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to man. Here's Coffey. 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Murray, and it's in there. Murray's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
I think Murray's toughness gives him an edge on drives. He just doesn't back down.
It's Jackson with the drive, and he's fouled pretty hard on that. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Millsap. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Jackson.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Back to Batum. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Murray. That one good for 2. George has got 11 points.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. That's good on the jump shot. Murray's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. George dishes to Jackson. Pass to Oturu. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Oturu. Shakes him. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammate. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. Now the feed to Millsap. Stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And it's George finishing it off.
Jackson, great anticipation on the steal, then quickly gets them out in transition.
Now Murray. 8 points for him. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for George. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Now, here's Zubac. Here's Rondo. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
You have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rondo passes to Kennard. Here's Zubac. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Morris. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Murray. And no good on the last second attempt this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Will Barton is out there with Murray, and it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
A 3 from Morris. Millsap grabs the miss. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver, trailing by 2. The Nuggets with another miss. The Clippers shooting 40% from the field. The drive by Rondo, and the layup is good.
What passion from Rondo on that drive. Just relentless on how he takes it straight to the defense.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Barton passes to Murray. They get it again.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Leonard attacking. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Porter.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Millsap. It's good on the putback. And that ties it up.
When you look at Paul Millsap, not the tallest power forward, but has that terrific wingspan.
Outside Leonard. And here is Zubac. Kicks it to George. 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard, and he hammers that one down right on the face of Jamal Murray.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Green, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. The Nuggets trail by 3. Murray surveying the D. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And the pass to Barton. Just 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Here's Jokic. Paul George making his last shot. And that one's good. Jokic. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Good defense by Jokic.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Los Angeles leading by 3. And Leonard gets it to go.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Out left to the wing. Murray against Jackson. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, George. Oh, good with the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Porter finds Murray. Hits the 3-point bomb. Murray's got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Porter against Leonard. Zubac, the pass to Patterson. Off target from 3-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Murray against Jackson. Murray, the pass to Jokic. To tie it up. Got it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Now here's Jackson. He kicks to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Jokic with the steal. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To take the lead. And Murray, here we go. Got a piece of it.
Just a great job of timing on the block from Patterson.
And an intentional foul right there. Leonard with the ball. It falls!
Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 1 second left here in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, that they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. And with
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the 1. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Jokic, no good.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Rebound by the Nuggets. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Wide open look here for Murray. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, a polished score and good recognition as Jamal Murray understood the timing that he needed to catch and fire.
Murray against Lillard. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Barton. Porter looking it over. Kicks it to Murray. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gordon. And the rebound by Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Over in the corner, Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. Jokic grabs the miss. For Denver, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Nobody near Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Murray against Lillard. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. They grab their own miss.
And Jamal Murray showing that he's capable moving without the ball to find some points.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Now Lillard. He has 5.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside, Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. John Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Simon's in for Damian Lillard.
I see Melo slink himself into position there, and good timing on the offensive rebound putback.
Pass to Murray. Gordon up on top, covered by Anthony, and the basket by Gordon.
It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Kanter kicks to Jones. McCollum outside. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot-up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
Now here's Murray. He's got 7. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And good that time.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And here's McCollum for 3. No good on that one.
How about Melo? Some good defense down there on the other end, putting in the effort.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets lead by 5 from Portland. We're back in a moment. And before the game, we talked to Damian.
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody going to come after me, I'm going to be right here for it. And, you know, he's the...
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Jones. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point guard.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing two-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And it's Simons missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
For three, Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And here is Murray. He's got 9. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
To the inside. Kanter kicks it out to McCollum. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And the coach's challenge was tried out in the G League for a few seasons. And I think it's a great idea. It helps provide a way to get certain types of plays looked at that otherwise wouldn't necessarily trigger any sort of replay review.
Greg, I think the league doing a great job at continually evolving. Replay review has been pretty well received across the board, and everyone trying to do their best to make sure the calls are as accurate as possible. Outside, Porter puts up a 3. Campazzo, McGee trying to break free. And again, Denver no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
Outside, Porter. The dish to McGee. The kick out to Porter. Fires the 3. And again, Denver no good. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And McCollum launches it from deep. No good from outside.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Lobs it up for Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Melo has to be in position for plays like that. That time, perfect position.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Martin in the corner. Pass to McGee. Sinks that one from the post. McGee's got 4 this quarter.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
Lillard outside. He kicks to McCollum. Here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. They get it back. Green with the ball. The pass to Barton. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Harry Giles is checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Powell kicks to Lillard. Fires for three. A shot off that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Murray, good.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Lillard outside. Passes it to Cannon. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the half. Good defense by Jokic.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And so it's Denver with us. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points for the and that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Michael Porter. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. From deep. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Lillard surveying the D. The feed now to Nurkic. Count the basket. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Barton in the corner. Pass to Gordon. And the shot goes down. Gordon's got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Lillard, and stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Gordon's running. And Barton throws it down.
How about the lift there from Barton? Knows when to hold him and knows when to fold him.
Pass to Nurkic. Murray against Lillard. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets leading by 6. Here's Barton. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Here's the pass to Powell. Just his first attempt. Barton with the rebound. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
3-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Giles the pass to Powell. Three-pointer, Lillard traps in the tray. He's got 15.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Anthony comes in for Giles. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Campazzo, guarded by Powell. Here's the floater. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. And the shot no good, a bit short. Trailblazers trail by 7. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Murray finds Jokic. Campazzo, guarded by Powell. Back to Murray. Fires top of the key. Jokic with the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Love the floor spacing with this offense because Jokic at the center can move the ball just about anywhere you want. And now he's attacking the paint.
Passes it to Powell. Takes a 3. That shot misses. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Off target from outside. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
So the wing on the left. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Anthony leading the charge.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Nuggets on top, leading by 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Clock at 4. Green, the pass to Murray. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Well, if Murray can do that and become a threat from the 3-point line, look out.
Here's Simons. And a wide open look for McCollum. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. A 3 from McCollum. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside, and it's Green with the jam.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
Simons surveying the D, and it's sent back by Millsap. Gordon against Kanter, and it's Gordon with the finish.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Pass to Nurkic. A 3 from McCollum. Nailed from 3-point land.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Giles checked in for Nurkic, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simon. Lillard with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. To the left wing, Millsap with the steal. Gordon kicks to Barton. Back to Gordon. It's deflected. Launches it. And another three for Portland.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Got a piece of it. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones has checked in. Jokic has checked in for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Aaron Gordon. Lillard against Murray. And Lillard kicks to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And Jokic, even though we look at his body and you don't think he plays physically, he can do that.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jamal Murray.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Aaron Gordon is checking in for the Nuggets. Murray against Lillard. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Surprising quickness. Murray burying his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
Lillard outside. Gets it out to Covington. Pass to Nurkic. Now, here's Lillard. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Barton passes to Jokic. Outside Porter. Back to Jokic. Gordon kicks to Murray. Dishes it to Gordon. And Cantor pulls it down. And Portland with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Murray against Lillard. From deep three-point range. Cantor finds Lillard. From outside off the mark. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Free throw good, Murray.
Jamal Murray continuing to play with a fearlessness.
And so Murray nails both of them. Top of the key. No good there. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. They keep. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap And just about to get underway as the starting fives. And thanks for tuning in to the NBA. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Richardson. Porzingis is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. It's Najee in at the 4 slot. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Fires from the wing. Murray, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Najee. Well, Doris, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out in this one tonight?
Boy, what a classic low post, strength-on-strength contest we are in for tonight. Now, that's more the exception than the norm these days. Well, I'll tell you what, you give me some skilled big men on the box doing work, I'm all about that.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Here's Gordon after Luka Doncic's bucket. 5 to shoot. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Doncic looking it over. Richardson the pass to Doncic. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Murray the pass to Najee. On the wing, Porter. And again, Denver no good.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Back to Porzingis. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
Now here's Murray. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. And another miss by Denver.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Jokic, no good.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Porter with the steal. And Jokic wide open. He shoots, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And that's a good shot for him. He can shoot it over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. Pass to Porzingis. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Porzingis has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And Willie Cauley Stein gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nuggets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. A different look for Dallas. Here's Murray to the paint. Powell with the steal. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And yes, it's good.
Boy, that's fast break basketball at its absolute best. Outstanding assist to finish it off.
Murray against Brunson. Now the pass to Jokic. 1:24 left to play here in the first. Just 5 on the clock. Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Over Millsap. Marjanovic, no good. Nuggets have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Porter finds Millsap. Shoots over Marjanovic. Millsap misses. Mavericks have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Back to Redick. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw this game. The Nuggets trail by 3. And here is Murray. Outside Millsap. 24 seconds left in the first. Clock at 6. Here's McGee. That's tipped.
Powell is exceptional at timing the blocks, rises up and sends it back.
The Nuggets shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Mavericks, Hardaway is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Brunson in at the 1. The Mavericks leading. Right side, Redick. Pass to Powell. Here's Marjanovic. Guarded by Green. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
Here's Brunson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on JaVale McGee.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his first free throw of the game. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Now here's Brunson. Passes to Marjanovic. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And stolen by Redick. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And throughout his career, Redick has proven to be very consistent, an effective two-way player who gives it his all.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Zinkis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Cauley Stein comes in for Marjanovic. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Najee passes to Gordon. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Campazzo off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Doncic outside. Ball's knocked loose. 5 on the clock. That shot off the mark. And the Nuggets going the other way. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Here's Porter. And he converts the layup. Porter's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early. And they are clicking in transition.
Doncic kicks to Redick. He feeds it to Cauley Stein. And here we go, Nuggets running again. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
The Mavericks trailing. Doncic outside. Pass to Cauley Stein. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. Doncic against Gordon. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. The Nuggets leading by 3. And a wide open look for Porter. They get it back. Here's Najee, and he's on the money with his first shot today.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And the basket is good.
He's still filling out that frame, but the greyhound physique of Porzingis well suited to transition play.
Porter in the corner. With 2 seconds left, here's Najee. Nice D from Porzingis. And that's it. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following him.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. And fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off the bounds. And
feel like Carson Wentz, I got the wisdom and since the bench I got a funny feeling as
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Gordon out there with Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. It's Najee in at the power forward position. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Over to the wing. Outside Gordon. 6 to shoot. Porter passes to Gordon. It's blocked. Fast break, Dallas. Richardson's running, and there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The Mavericks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
And go figure is right. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Porzingis has got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Murray dishes to Green. To the middle. Here's Jokic. That one off the back iron and out.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Hard to find a lot of precedence in the past for a player the size of Porzingis who can handle and shoot it the way he does. Special talent, no question. Maybe reminds you of KG or Dirk.
Murray kicks to Gordon. Wide open look here for Murray. The Nuggets with another miss. And here are the Mavericks now. They've got an 8-0 run. Out to Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And it's Denver with the rebound. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Gordon finds Murray. Back to Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Mavs.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Here's Finney Smith. No good on the 3. The Nuggets trail by 5. Goes up. Doncic with the block.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance. How about that on the defensive end? Send it back, Luka.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. That one falls.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
59 seconds left here in the third quarter. And there's the pass to Jokic. Over Porzingis. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Murray, and it's blocked.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Lob pass to Porzingis, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
Denver shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Yep, that one goes.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Murray right side. The putback, Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Mavericks on top. They lead. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr., and it's Powell in at center. Doubled by Murray. Millsap with the steal. Here's Gordon. That's good, and it's Millsap with the assist. Gordon's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Nuggets. Thompson with it. Pass to Marjanovic. Over Millsap. And that one's good. Marjanovic. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And you can see they're waking up after what was a sluggish first half for them offensively. They've been much more accurate from the field since halftime.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. And it's good for 2. McGee's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those 2.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Denver calls time.
Both teams changing it up here. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
JaVale McGee's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Dallas moving the ball around. And Redick, here we go. No good there. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Here's Murray. And it goes down 2 points.
I think Murray's toughness gives him an edge on drives. He just doesn't back down.
Murray against Brunson. Excellent D that time there from McGee. The Nuggets trail by 5. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Porter, no luck. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. McGee with the block. And here's the fast break. Here's Bull. Yes! And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Murray, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Nuggets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Murray. To tie it up. And the layup is good. Murray's got the game tied up here for Denver.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Here's Doncic, and he banks in the layup.
Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Murray up on top, guarded by Doncic. Here's Jokic, the kick out to Porter. Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Richardson's running. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Murray against Doncic. And Murray, here we go. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis. And it's sent back by Jokic. And they're on the break. Here's Murray. It's good! A huge shot to tie it up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. It's hauled in by Gordon. And so here's Denver. So far in the fourth quarter, they belong to 6 points, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
They count on Millsap to deliver in these big moments, and there he does.
Puts the move on. Porzingis can't hit.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Murray, here we go. Yes!
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point. Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Now Murray. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're down by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. What a show they put on here at home. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And the Clippers starting five. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the shooting guard. And for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the two-guard spot. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotation.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Here's George. Pass to Zubac. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Zubac has got the opening field goal of the game for the Clippers. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Murray surveying the D. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
How about the strength of Murray finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm?
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. He kicks it to Batum. And no good that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Gordon. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Here's George, and there it is for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Murray. High, arcing shot, and it's good on the layup. Murray's got 5 now.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
And here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Porter with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Gordon's running. Passes it to Jokic. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Jokic against Zubac. Shot clock at 6.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Here's George. Outside, Batum. The pass to Zubac. Back to Batum. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Denver leading by 3. Pass to Murray. Wants to get it to Barton and does. Murray, good.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Now here is George. Outside for Jackson. Down low, Zubac, the pass to Jackson. Back to Zubac. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Kicks it out to Leonard. No good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
And George, here we go, and it's sent back by Jokic. It's George on the wing, second chance shot, and the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Jackson against Murray, and it's sent back by George. Jokic buries it down low.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
To end the run, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Wide open look here for Murray. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets ahead. They lead by... Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
We've got Aaron Gordon. Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Jamal Murray. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Murray outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Man can't hit. The Nuggets leading by 9. Here's Millsap. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Now here's Green. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Here's Murray. And he makes good on the layup. Murray's got the lead up to 12 now for Denver.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Now here's Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the paint. Here's Zubac. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Murray right side. The quick look, no good that time.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Morris with the bucket.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game. Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Now here's Murray. 11 points in the game. He feeds it to Green. Murray against George. There's Green with the three. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Rondo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The speed of Rondo is not easy to keep up with. When he's driving to the rack, he is looking to get the defense up in the air.
For the Nuggets, Jokic, he's checked in for Millsap. Porter comes in for JaMychal Green, and Barton subbed in for Murray. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And too long on the shot. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Morris, and the layup's good off the glass. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Out to the wing. Here's Jokic. McGee trying to break free. Jokic with the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Now, here is Morris. He has 5. Leonard on the wing, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Gordon's checked in for JaVale McGee. Los Angeles making a switch here. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Barton, no luck.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
You know what we call this play? A dumb play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
Now here's Leonard. No points in the game yet for him. To the inside. Here's Jokic, and he banks in the layup.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with this offense.
Now here's Rondo. He's covered closely. Oturu lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Oturu's got his first points of the game.
Boy, Rondo's a handful in pick and roll sets. Always finds the right angle.
Pass to Jokic. There's 39 seconds left now here in the second. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Gordon. And it's blocked. On the wing, George. Barton defending, and the shot is good. Morris has got it back down to within single digits for Los Angeles.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pass to Jokic. 3-pointer. Paul George grabs the miss. Porter against Leonard, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Right side Jackson, and so it's Denver holding up.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. Denver had no problems getting going. At one point, they had a 9-point lead. Thanks for joining us.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
And it's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit, gave this offense a different dimension.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Batum in at the four-man position.
Kawhi with the three, showing he's able to stretch the floor more and more.
Murray with it. He's got 11. Lob pass to Gordon.
Downright lethal in the pick and roll. Gordon's size and quickness, along with the decision making, it's a tough combination.
Outside, George. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Now Murray. The pass to Jokic. The feed to Gordon. The kick out to Porter. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Green, he's checked in for Denver. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And the precise passing of Murray. Really moving the ball well around the floor.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
I love how competitive Murray is, showing how dangerous he can be on both ends on that play.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver.
And Seattle, right? Let's get.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And McGee kicks to Green. Murray against Kennard. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Jackson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
And here is Murray. He's got 13. Here's Millsap. It's deflected. They recover it. McGee. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. McGee's got his second bucket. Clippers trail by 11. Jackson deciding where to go with it. It's Kennard. Top of the key. Great look, but off the mark. Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Oturu, the pass to Jackson. From 7, pass to Oturu. Back to Jackson. Pocket 6. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Batum against Millsap. To the middle, here's Green, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
A trickier cover than he gets credit for. Jermichael Green catches the defender out of position.
No good on the second free throw. He got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 14-point. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Nuggets leading by 14. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Will Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Inside. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Here's Rondo. Softly drops in the floater.
And that gentle release on Rondo's floater, when he's making these shots, the D is in trouble.
It's Barton with the drive. Launches a 3. And it's Jokic missing. Clippers trail by 12. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
It's a hand on it. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 16. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And that one is good from Zubac.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Barton against George. Barton passes to Jokic. From deep. Barton, no luck. Clippers trail by 14. Here's Leonard. Good defense by Jokic.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
It's tipped. George up top. Martin defending, and George gets it to go.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Porter in the corner. Buries it from three-point range. Porter's got 5 points now this quarter.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
George looking around, unloads from 13. He squares up and sinks it.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the three and the painted area.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Murray with the bounce pass. Jokic inside. Zubac's defending. And that one drops for him. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nuggets.
This is a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jamal Murray.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Outside for George. From downtown, George missing again. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Martin passes to Murray. There's Porter with the three. Doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. And George with the stuff.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Martin dishes to Murray. Passes it to Jokic for three. It's hauled in by Zubac. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And George with the stuff.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's time for the NBA. DA.
Well, guys,
It has certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the 1. Now here's Murray. Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. And there's the pass to Gordon. Barton outside, just 5 to shoot. There's Porter with the 3. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
Well, I love Nurkic's shot selection. I mean, outstanding at getting to his spots and converting.
Murray against Lillard, and it's Murray penetrating. And stolen by Lillard. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. Cullen passes to Covington. It's tipped. Porter looking it over. Jokic inside. Covered by Lillard. It's good.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Lillard from outside. A shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now here's Lillard. A putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive board.
Murray outside. But they'll get another chance. Back to Jokic. A second chance effort. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Now, here's Lillard. Hits the close-range jumper.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Murray against Lillard. And Murray. Here we go. Porter kicks to Murray. Down low. And it's Jokic missing. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Wide open look here for Murray. The offensive rebound. Porter, no luck.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Powell dishes to Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Gordon kicks to Porter. This one for 3. The Nuggets with another miss. Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Portland again missing. The drive by Gordon. The Nuggets with another miss. And for Portland, they're shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. McCollum finds Lillard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic awesome at slamming misses in.
46 seconds left to play in the first. Gordon with it. Lillard picks him up. Murray, good.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
Lillard with no one around. Cans it from downtown. Lillard's got 5 now.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
Murray surveying the D. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. It's a three-point game. Murray against Lillard. Lets it go with a three. That one doesn't drop. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes to developing his leadership skills.
I think it comes from being.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, they've got Anthony, also Enes Kanter out there. Cohen is out there with Derek Jones, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. Here's Murray, 6 to shoot, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
McCollum against Murray. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Simons, the pass to Kanter. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And that one's good. Millsap.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Simons surveying the D. From the low block. Floats one. And here's Anthony for 3. Green with the rebound. Nuggets trail. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Murray. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. And it's Simons missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Here's Murray. It's tipped. Stolen by Kanter. Jones with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Now, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on his team.
To the middle. Stolen by Kanter. Lobs it up for Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And Melo, a skilled shooter, if he gets a clean look, you expect him to make it. And Simons a bit undersized at that 2-guard position, only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Pass to Anthony. There's the triple. That shot is off. And the Nuggets going the other way.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Millsap misses. Portland leading by 3. into the paint. And Jones with the stuff.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Over to the left wing. Murray. Here's Green. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Green's got his first basket.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Here's Simons. That's tipped. One-on-one here. Out to the right wing. Denver passing it around. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Barton finds Gordon. Outside Porter. With 1 on the clock. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. With the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They didn't get more than a one-possession.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
And the basket by Lillard.
Now, realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Passes it to Jokic. Here's Barton. Lob pass to Gordon. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Kicks it out to Covington. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 2.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. On the corner. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
And guys, he has all the makings of an elite scorer. Porter combines size, athleticism, and terrific shot-making ability. That is rare.
Nurkic finds Lillard. Here's the 3. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Lillard comes with the double team, and Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 6 points. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lillard fires away from way outside. And it's Lillard again missing. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
From 18 feet away, Lillard with the bucket. He's got 13.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
To the inside. Now, Jokic. He's got 6. Chalk up 2 there.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Lillard outside. 1:11 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Simons. Jones with it. Now defended by Jokic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jokic. He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. The Nuggets trail by 3. Outside Gordon. Denver passing it around. And they double up Gordon. Outside Green. Here's Barton. Green breaking loose. Barton no luck. Trailblazers leading by 3. Giles the pass to Jones. 3-pointer Lillard. Portland again missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more NBA basketball coming. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Portland, Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. Portland leading by 3. Anthony finds Kanter. Lillard outside. Shoots the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Lillard's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Trailblazers.
And he's got 12 points from 3-point range now. 9 have come in this half alone.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. He dishes it to Millsap. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. And the shot is long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Porter's checked in for Denver. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. And again, Denver no good. Portland leading, and here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And here's McCollum for three. Here's Powell. McCollum outside, from outside the arc, trains the three-pointer. McCollum's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Got a hand on it, and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic comes in for Green, and it's Aaron Gordon in for Paul Millsap. Barton passes to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
McCollum outside. And the pass to Giles. Tries again. Back to McCollum. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Giles. And a wide open look for McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
For three, Murray. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Powell, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And now it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead. Murray, the pass to Jokic. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Now here's McCollum. Lets it go from deep. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
Here's Jokic. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Murray against McCollum. Here's Anthony. No good on that one. Nice D from Porter. The Nuggets trail by 11. Barton wide open. He fires, and he's good on the 3-ball.
They wouldn't want all of their guys shooting a 3 on the break, but when it's him, he's got the green light.
Anthony, the pass to McCollum. Back to Anthony. McCollum outside. He kicks it to Powell. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. At the elbow, Jokic. Shoots over Powell, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Passes to Powell. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nurkic, the pass to Giles. The 3 from McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Out to Anthony. Foul for 3. Denver grabs the miss.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, you're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters.
Here's Jokic. Keeps it alive. And the second chance effort by Gordon. Now just a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
A tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.